Also, Boots has accidentally coined a new term, broner, which is a boner that a brony gets when he looks at Rarity in Sweet and Elite passionately kissing Princess Celestia Hooves.
Now a rainbow's tale isn't quite as nice as the story we knew of sugar and spice. But a rainbow is easy once you get to know it with the help of the magic of a Pegasus device.
Hey there, this is the F Plus Podcast, Terrible Things, Red Enthusiasm. My name's Lemon.
And I'm Isfahan.
Isfahan, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Alright, so we are, 120-something episodes into this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
We need to really, make sure that we're exploring the content that the internet has to offer us. So you're familiar with, My Little Pony, right? The new My Little Pony.
I have been on the internet longer than 15 minutes, so yes.
Sure, okay. And you know about Bronies.
Yep, I've heard of them. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you know that Bronies largely, seemingly want to have sex with cartoon horses?
Yep, that's old hat, I've heard about all that stuff, Not real impressed anymore.
Sorry, yeah, I know, you're jaded.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about magic spells to create My Little Ponies to watch My Little Pony with you?
Yeah, I gotta say, that actually sounds a little bit stranger than, well, let's just say I'm not as familiar with that.
Sure. Do you know about tulpas? What do you know what tulpas are?
They're those flowers that grow in Holland, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
So this is My Little Pony. There's talk of tulpas. I understand about 14% of what's going to happen. It would make more sense of Portaxx, but she isn't. So here we go. Readers assemble. In the room tonight, we have Boots Rain Gear.
James Infrared is a dark and quiet earth pony. He wears a red fedora for good luck.
Jimmy Franks.
Sometimes I just like to think about fucking cartoon horses.
It's fun.
My cutie mark is an AK-47.
Bump Girl.
I am my own tulpa.
And Lemon. Okay, I must admit this. There were some manly tears shed when I read this story. It is one of the most beautifully written fanfics ever read. That said, not enough sex.
Could be better.
2 stars.
Where your fears and hearts come true. In the Rainbow Factory, where not a single soul gets through. In the Rainbow Factory, where your fears and hearts come true.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Doing good.
Yeah.
Great.
Stuff.
Yeah.
How do you feel about irritating internet trends?
Irritated.
Love 'em.
Unfortunately familiar?
This episode is all about My Little Ponies fandom.
Oh, I've heard of that show.
Yeah.
I love Lemon's Little Pony.
Okay. Yeah, there's a whole
It's got
fandom
quite a
just
following.
about
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Okay, so we're doing a Bronies episode because, we have to.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
let's start out with tulpas.
Is that the name of a
Spelling.
pony?
What are tulpas?
What's the spelling?
We'll probably figure it out. Isfahan,
Yes.
you are Bjornfoot.
Oh,
Bjornfoot.
hello. My name is Bjorn Futt, and I am a pink pony with my face smashed in.
Yeah, that's good.
Questions and concerns about making a male pony tulpa. I learned about tulpae about 2 weeks ago when I was linked to a thread on /MLP/. I usually try to stay away from 4chan.
Oh, do you?
That's in parentheses. I didn't think much of it first and dismissed it as silly, but curiosity got the better of me, and I was soon reading guides on tulpa.info.
Okay, so you dismissed it as silly.
Mhm.
You now no longer do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure the more that we learn about tulpa, the more that we'll realize.
As the title says, my tulpa is a male pony. I almost wrote, I'm going to create a, but I've kind of already started, and I like to view him as both existing and sentient, even if that's not true, semicolon. I believe that he is here. This wasn't really my plan from the start.
Does anybody have a clue what we're talking about?
Tulpas. We're talking about tulpas, obviously.
Yeah.
Should we put down some guesses as to what tulpas are?
Okay,
Before we
what do
get
you want to
too
guess?
much? I'm gonna guess it's something you can fuck.
That's a safe guess.
Solid guess.
It's like a pastry.
All right. We have something you can
Isn't that
fuck.
that
We have
flower
pastry.
that grows
Could
in
be both
Holland?
Things.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
All right, well, keep reading. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll
well,
figure this out.
I had a hard time imagining anything else than a brown earth pony with a blonde mane because when I first read Irish and FAQ's tulpa forcing guides, tulpa forcing is all one word apparently,
Wait, this is
Okay.
I imagined myself forcing a tulpa.
What the fuck?
And forcing a tulpa is painful, let me tell you.
what the fuck is this? Who submitted this document?
This is bullshit. We're like 2 paragraphs in. I don't understand anything that's happening.
Well,
here.
let's keep going.
How is that different from any other show we've
Yeah.
done?
Because I usually understand what's happening, I just don't like it.
Oh, okay.
And identify with it.
So you're not sure whether or not you should be not liking this already.
Exactly. Like I feel like I should probably be angry at it,
Can
but
I
I
get
just
to the
don't
part where I hate
understand
these
it.
people?
I have a feeling once we get into this a little bit deeper, the least of your concerns is going to be reader comprehension.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
All right, well keep going, but this better make sense at some point soon.
I think I'll just continue doing what I'm doing, trying to believe really hard, be patient, and see where that gets me. Unless you guys have a better idea.
No, I have no idea.
Okay. I don't really know a damn about all this stuff, even though I've tried really hard to learn. Maybe I just need some experience?
Boots, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know. No,
What the fuck is this? All right, look, we got like bullshit. We got bullshit like cartoony things like the word tulpas being. I see the words anus, balls, sheath, and penises, but I'm in some sort of like fucking hellish cartoon infinity I don't understand. Portaxx, what is this bullshit?
Huh? Hi.
Portaxx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I'm so glad that like confusing cartoon idiocy can summon you into being.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is this nonsense?
Oh, what? What do you guys? Oh, were you guys trying to read someone trying to make a My Little Pony OC Earth Pony Tulpa without me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What were those words?
What was that?
Say
What
them
the hell?
again.
Tulpa is a concept that supposedly had originated as a form of Buddhist meditation. However, white people on the internet have decided that Tulpa means, oh, I can make my anime best friends for real, for realsies. I can talk to them in real life. So naturally, Bronies have taken a hold of this and figured, if I can will my cartoon best friend into reality, they become sentient and they become just as real as you or I, and then I get to talk to them, and yeah.
Well, that was a bunch of nonsense.
So wait,
Boots!
I could do that?
Boots is now taking notes.
Boots!
Fucking awesome. What? Yeah?
Boots,
Yeah?
give me a quick pony ritual.
A quick pony ritual.
I need a quick pony ritual.
Mine are all pretty long, but
No,
I can-
quick
oh,
one. Quick pony ritual.
Okay, well, just
This is from friendshipispagan.tumblr.com.
Oh.
Yeah, it
Wait,
is.
that's not Buddhism. I'm confused.
No, that's not a... No, this
Well,
isn't a
pagan just
tulpa
means
thing.
non-Christian, right?
No, because this part isn't about tulpas or Buddhism. These are just pagans that have decided to, instead of jokingly worship ponies, they decided, no, we're just gonna do it for real because
Yes!
we take our paganism very seriously.
So wait, that's the pagans or the Buddhists?
These are the pagans doing it.
And why does my brain say that there is such a phrase now as Buddhist brony?
I don't know, but
I
it's
don't know
stuck
where
in
to
my-
file this information. Boots, I need a quick pony ritual.
yeah!
All right.
I've got a quick pony ritual.
Great.
All right.
That's terrific.
I finished working on a ritual for the Friendship is Pagan tradition.
Tradition.
It's a refinement of my earlier assumption of pony forms ritual intended for daily use.
That's like chloroform, only you wake up as a marshmallow pastel-colored horse that people fuck.
Yeah.
They're made out of
Wait,
marshmallows?
Oh! Couldn't you just kill me?
No, but some things are worse than death.
The central concept is to bring the elements into one's daily life, elevating a daily activity, and over time, integrating the element and associated symbols deeper into one's unconscious. Not subconscious, but unconscious.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'd like to be right now.
So you lose a bar fight, and then you have the elements incorporated.
Well, because the journey of self-discovery cannot begin until you watch enough cartoons.
Yeah.
Cartoon Buddhism. Okay.
No, there's a pagan. Fucking.
Oh, fuck.
My meditation word is Dexter's Laboratory.
The ritual is structurally based on various spells for the use of a servitor from chaos magic, and the use of many of the same concepts.
Well, of
However,
course.
this spell is theurgic in nature and opposed to sympathetic. As
You're
opposed to
several
sympathetic.
kinds of nerds at once.
Boy, am I!
What's
Yeah.
step one of this quick pony ritual?
Step 1 involves a physical movement. I know that's pretty hard, but
Ugh.
some kind of sign with a hand similar to a mudra or god form pose. Be sure to smile beforehand. These are strange gods full of awe we're dealing with. They're ponies.
Your pony audience likes what any audience wants. Teeth and tits.
Yeah.
Also, you're not dealing with them because they're cartoon characters that someone made up.
That's
Dare you.
ridiculous.
Do not. That's a hate crime against
Yeah.
religion.
I recommend something either associated with the bearer's cutie mark or something more abstract based on what you feel represents the elements. It's important to have a realized concept of how the bearers represent their elements. I wrote in earlier posts on my own interpretation as an example.
I can barely stand this one.
And
Well-
earlier posts.
We got 3 more steps to go. Step number 2. Next is to speak the name of the pony. Now stop right there.
Oh, good.
What? Did you want me to speak the name of the pony or not?
Next.
Speak the pony and stop, maybe?
This
Pie,
is
that's
chaos magic based, remember? The
Oh.
name in this situation is intended only for you, and should be something to help bypass the conscious mind and push the symbolism deeper.
What the fuck?
Fucking hell.
Symbolism of My Little Pony.
In true chaos magic style, come up with a personal name for the bearer.
What is a bearer?
The bearer is the pony, so my personal name for it is cartoon character created to sell toys.
I don't
Okay.
know.
High priestess.
I don't know who the audience for this is, but apparently this person is just assuming you've read like the lexicon of fucking pagan terms, the same lexicon that he has, or I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you end up at My Little Pony Friendship is Pagan, there's probably some assumed prerequisites.
Oh.
Don't
Okay.
worry, because the next part of the step isn't like really offensive or horrible or anything.
Oh, good,
No.
good,
Yeah.
great.
Okay, so take the name such as cartoon character designed to sell toys, and I like to transliterate the name into Hebrew. Remove the vowels, then remove odd letters until I get something that's 4 letters long.
What?
So what did you end up with, Portaxx?
Is that a laugh or your answer?
Or a sneeze?
Take most Hebrew words and remove the vowels. You're just going to end up with a series of F's and K's.
So my name is Fuk.
Okay, good.
Well, this is tying into the original thing that Isfahan was reading.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
I'm feeling a curious sense of resolution at the moment.
The resulting name should bear only the most vague resemblance to the original. You can
Done.
use whatever method you like. Keep the name secret. This is something personal and tailored to you.
So
It
this
all-
is like base 64 encoding your chant.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want the Nazis to get at it.
If you tell somebody else the name of your pony Tulpa, they will have power over you. Or the pony. I'm not following that part, I admit.
We need to hire some code breakers.
Yeah.
What? Yours is Fuk too?
Make sure
I
to
guess
write
we'll have to
down
kill
the name of the
ourselves.
Yay.
It also serves as an individual link between you and the bearer, contextualizing the element as something within yourself and outside yourself.
Not that I would know since I never go outside anyway,
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah. Third step is a visualization. I like to visualize the cutie mark.
Ugh, my stomach turns every time you say that.
What? When I say cutie mark?
Ugh.
Why do you have a problem with me
This is
saying
something that
cutie
was
mark?
designed for 7-year-old girls to be like, it's the cutie mark! And instead, we've got some sort of... Oh, fucking hell.
Hey, baby, I'm going to make your cutie mark feel good. See, I told you I could make it grosser.
Yeah,
No,
you
actually,
succeeded.
you brought
Yes,
it,
mission
like-
successful.
I like the cut of his jib. Don't visualize the pony herself. When you spell things out too much, they lose some power. You could also try some more abstract symbolism. I like the idea of visualizing a struck tree, dropping apples as a symbol of sometimes painful honesty, striking delusion, and revealing knowledge.
That's
Are
a
we still
terrible.
talking about ponies?
It's a terrible analogy. Like that's a terrible visualization of that concept too.
Because one pony kicks a tree and the apples fall out. Ergo, this is very deep symbolism.
Okay.
Or the soul, or something.
Sure.
It's a good thing Portaxx is here, because that just
Yeah,
fucking
boy,
made
this makes
sense.
so much more sense now that.
Yeah,
Portaxx
this
is
would
here.
sound dumb if I wasn't here to explain the whole thing.
We'd be lost.
This would be confusing idiocy if you weren't here.
Use unconscious symbolism to affect the unconscious.
So, I symbolize
Keep
the
going.
pony.
Oh my god, keep going. Let's just summon a fucking pony and get out of here.
Hey! Number 4! Last step. The next step involves reintegration and closing. You may want to move your hands into whatever symbol represents closing and finality to you. Visualize a bright light coming from your eyes.
Could you imagine if this guy wrote instructions on how to build an IKEA bed? Use whatever tool is appropriate to your
Visualize the
particular
finished bed. That's just as good as finishing.
It would take him a long time to write the instructions because one hand is constantly scratching under his chin.
Insert your spirit animal into slot B.
It's a good thing my spirit animal is a snake.
This is a supreme light of friendship and magic.
Sure.
Feel the light coming from within and without. In closing, open your eyes.
Your girlfriend telling you have to move out.
Girlfriend, Jimmy Franks, you are awfully nice.
Mother.
Oh, that was just a political statement there.
Oh, okay.
Closing, open your eyes.
While closing your eyes, open them.
Wake up, America!
People
Pony
in the audience
paganism,
everywhere.
Buddhist Elvis are real.
Usually there would be a step to come back down, but the point of the ritual is to maintain a sacred stance during mundane life.
Wait, so you're always high?
I'm pretty sure your eyes are always, not closed, too, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't ever say to close your eyes.
That sacred stance is lounging in a beanbag chair with a party tub of Cheeto balls next to you.
Oh, that
And a
fucking
bottle of
spell was
hand
really
lotion.
confusing. I didn't understand any of it. Bump Girl, will you give me a better pony spell? This is from spellsofmagic.com.
It's
This
from
is a much
our-
better pony spell.
It's our favorite website.
Okay.
What do I need? What do I need for this spell?
You need 2.5 things. You need
Okay, good.
an empty bullet point, that's a half thing.
Yeah.
A picture of the pony,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
And your hair.
All right. What does the spell do?
It makes ponies appear for 10 minutes.
All right. That's helpful, I guess.
There's some casting
I want a
instructions
10-minute pony party.
for the My Little Pony spell.
So it makes the pony show up for less time than the show actually lasts. Which is interesting.
It's a half-hour show,
Watch
right?
The first half
But
of
it's
the
there
show
and
with
it's
ponies.
real. You still actually need the same things.
We make
Your hair
ponies
and the
appear
picture of the pony.
from the start to one commercial break.
Okay, so how does the spell work? Will you read it?
Say this.
All right.
Lock of hair, picture of pony, join and make it real.
Lock of hair, picture of pony, join and make it
To
real.
make it real.
Place lock of hair on
Okay.
picture and wait 3 minutes. And boom, insta pony.
Wait a minute, it's not an Insta-pony. You have to wait 3 minutes.
Well, after
Well,
3
it's not
minutes,
popcorn,
it's
does it?
insta.
Relatively.
Yeah.
That is a much better spell
Can I
than
use a microwave to speed that up?
thanks spellsofmagic.com. You never
I-
disappoint.
You know what?
This spell is the microwave pony.
You know what? MLP, Trixie MLP. I like that spell so much. I want to hear your other spell.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's great. It's a beauty spell. Yeah. So let's look at what's your other spell there, Trixie MLP.
Albino alicorn spell.
Alliterative.
What do I need for albino alicorn spell?
Albino alicorn spell. albino alicorn spell.
Yep.
Albino alicorn spell.
Oh God,
You like saying that?
she's broken.
You will need the following items for the spell:
Okay.
white candles, cinnamon.
Okay.
Cinnamon.
Okay.
Set the cinnamon on fire?
The results of the spell. And I quote, will turn into an albino alicorn.
Hey, bait and switch! You said I'd turn into albino alicorn.
Yeah.
Nope.
Also,
Now suddenly you're going to
what-
start using the right article. Ugh.
Am I?
A albino alicorn. It's like J. Jonah Jameson. It's,
Oh,
Pictures of Spider Pony.
I really wish I hadn't been born to pagan parents.
Instructions for albino alicorn
Just
spell
will.
are light candles and say, lend me the wings of flight, give me the horn to use magic, and say, light up the world, burn the candles, and cinnamon in the candles.
Oh.
You actually made that more confusing.
Alicorn.
Lend me the wings of flight, give
We
me
don't
the
need
horn
no
to use
punctuation.
magic, and say, again, light up the world, and... Okay.
To be fair, it's difficult to type with hooves, so, you gotta give 'em a break.
Didn't think this would work.
I gotta tell the people! Shit!
But how did they find out? Like, they had some white candles and some cinnamon and just decided to see what would happen if they burned it?
Yeah, it's science, man.
I'm sure some magic will happen.
This
I can't
magic
say
is
what.
fucking easy.
Yeah.
Nobody's burned cinnamon before.
So how long am I going to be albino alicorn? It doesn't say that. 10 minutes, I hope.
Jimmy
Pretty
Frank.
sure it's forever.
yeah.
Oh, crap.
Actually, your name is Kevin Sano.
No, it's someone writing to Kevin Sano.
Oh, it's someone writing to Kevin Sano. All right.
Which it sounds like, maybe it's Kev Insano? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's a good portmanteau. Anyway, so just if you want to read this letter that you shared with Kevin Sano,
Hang on.
Kev?
It's
Insano?
Some Like It Hot is a novel that I like, and I'm sure this will be very similar.
Regarding Twilight Sparkle.
All right. This is probably written to the CIA, I assume.
Dear Kevin Sano, this may be the strangest message you'll ever receive, but I do hope you'll take the time to read it and consider what I have to say. To put it simply, I would really appreciate it if the next time your birthday comes around, you would request that your clop artist friends who like to give you sexually oriented pony artist gifts draw some pony other than Twilight Sparkle for you.
Can I be reminded what the verb clop means in the context of
In
My
the
Little
context
Ponies?
of Bronies, clopping is the cutesy term they invented for masturbating. So
Okay.
Oh,
clop
yay!
art-
Thanks for asking, Boots!
Yeah, clop art is My Little Pony art that you jerk it to. So, we good? We all good? Aren't you guys glad I'm here?
Yeah.
Explain this to you.
I'm very, very
Because I'm not really that glad, to be honest.
Yeah,
You want to go
I'm
back
pretty
to the
glad.
void?
The reason that I ask this is that Twilight is my fiance, and we're planning on getting married next June or July, should everything go as planned financially speaking.
Have you set a date
costs a
yet?
lot of
This
money
is
to
totally
fly
not
to Push.
serious.
It costs a lot of money to fly ponies in.
You have to buy cinnamon and you have to buy white candles.
And yes, I have actually found a wedding chapel that will let me marry someone that most people would consider a fictional character.
The holy house of I don't
it
give
in
a
Las
fuck, you
Vegas?
got money?
Now, before you go thinking this guy is either completely crazy or just screwing with me, please hear me out on this.
I can convince
Sure,
you
okay.
that this guy's completely crazy.
You see, I'm totally head over heels in love with Twilight Sparkle.
Well, that makes it all okay then.
Yeah.
I have been for about 11 months now, and at this point, I'm in a committed relationship with my Twily.
Ugh. Already got pet names.
Now, by that, I mean I don't date anyone else. I don't sleep with anyone else. And I
Really?
have zero interest in having any kind of relationship with
That I
anyone
believe.
other than the mare I adore.
Yes, I
That I
believe
I'll
it too.
promise to
believe.
keep. I won't be fucking all those supermodels that have been eyeballing me. Don't you worry, Twilight.
I love her with all my heart, and I'm 100% committed to that love. To express my love in a real, tangible way, I have a beautiful, handmade, custom Twilight Sparkle plushie that I can hug, kiss, cuddle up in bed to go to sleep with at night.
Stop the list. No more listing things. No more listing activities.
No, you have to read the last part of that sentence. You have to.
And take out on the town to do all the fun things together that normal couples do.
Now I have some beautiful imagery to wipe out all that other stuff.
Me and Twilight.
When a man-child loves a cartoon character.
Based on another reading, I have an idea of what makes that Twilight Sparkle plushie custom.
Twilight Sparkle's mini golf scores are just out of the ballpark.
I like to take her out to eat at nice vegetarian restaurants. We go shopping together. I take her out for coffee. We do normal social activities together, like hanging out with friends, seeing movies, etc.
Does he buy a ticket for her?
All the friends' looks.
Well, my friends are the other ponies, so it's fine.
And I talk about her as if she is Twilight, because to me, she very much is. When I look at her, I see Twilight Sparkle. When I talk with her, I'm talking to Twilight. When I hold her in my arms and kiss her, there are no doubts in my mind that it's the mare I love, whose lips are pressed against mine.
Okay, so I think you're a crazy person, but I'm still giving you more time to turn it around. I'm sure that.
Yeah, maybe the knockout punch is still coming.
Every morning when I open my eyes and see her head on the pillow next to mine with her gorgeous violet eyes staring back at me, I can't help but wonder how I ever got to be so lucky as to have a partner as smart, funny, beautiful, and all around wonderful as her.
I know how. You went to Target and
Toys R Us.
No.
I had a coupon.
This is not from Target. She's a beautiful handmade custom Twilight Sparkle plushie.
Every
Off
morning,
Etsy.
I think the customization
morning
came
when I
later.
wake up, every morning when I wake up to the sound of Edwin, did you find a job yet?
All my friends and the people who know me well say my love is a thing of beauty and quite admirable. But from the outside perspective of someone who doesn't know me, you're probably going, wow, that's pretty damn crazy, and wondering why I don't just go get a real girlfriend.
Fuck you, non-straw man.
The answer is I can't. Here, move, asshole.
The truth is,
that's the flesh man argument.
The truth is, I've had plenty of real relationships and sexual partners in the 27 years I've been around.
Sure. Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
A few short relationships, one that lasted 7 years, and a total of 6 different sexual partners.
Thanks. I needed to know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's something that you have to know about people that have actually had lots of sex and a lot of deep relationships is they love to tell anonymous people about it all the time.
Yeah.
That's something people do. Sure.
So my love for Twilight isn't out of a lack of real-world intimacy or relationships. I just fell in love with her, and my heart didn't give me much of a choice in the matter. But you know what?
What?
I'm totally happy with my love and my relationship. It may seem weird to you, but it fills me with joy every single day of my life, and I've never been happier. So what if it's weird? If it makes me happy and it doesn't hurt anyone, then where's the problem? I don't think there is one, and anyone who knows me well will tell you the same.
This guy's
people
True,
know
you don't
you
need
well.
to justify yourself. That's why you're writing the
Yeah.
super long post.
Well, also, he started it trying to convince him not to ask for sex pony art, and now he's just gone into this autobiographical thing. He doesn't really know how to
sympathize with them, so you know that.
how to stick to a thesis statement here.
Is the point here that he's trying to protect the sexual integrity of Twilight Sparkle?
Yes, and you can actually say that in the next paragraph.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Now, you're probably wondering why I'm telling you all this and how it concerns you.
Oh, boy.
To you, I'm sure Twilight Sparkle is just a cartoon character you think is really hot, so
Oh,
I
yeah,
imagine
yeah,
you
that's
wouldn't
exactly
think
what I was thinking.
anything of having your friends draw sexually explicit art of her as birthday gifts for you. And hey, I think she's really attractive too, so I get where you're coming from there.
Oh, this is a nice glass house you've got here.
In fact, I often go on e621.net and rule34.pahil to see what new erotic art people have drawn of her.
Jesus.
So
But-
it's okay if you're looking at it, but it's not okay if somebody else is.
Well, she's his wife.
Pretty
so,
standard,
yeah.
actually.
So it's pretty much like cheating on him with. Is that what he thinks?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
well, keep going. You'll see exactly what he's talking about.
It just keeps the romance alive.
Ishvahana, I think I can answer your question.
Oh, okay.
To me, she's more than a cartoon character who's sexually attractive. She's my fiancée, who I love with all my heart, and soon to be my wife. So it's been bothering me lately every time I go on to those sites and see a dozen or so pieces of art people have drawn depicting my girl in various sexual situations with the same person over and over, and that person happens to be you.
You should challenge them all to a duel.
Bum, bum, ba. Oh,
I
dear.
demand
Think
satisfaction,
Yes,
Kevin
I demand
Sano.
satisfaction, and then you beat him over the head with an anime body pillow.
An anime body pillow fight. Just using their fake imaginary girlfriends to beat each other.
And she's the same girlfriend, so like
You
they
just
both
covered
really get off on that.
Don't get me wrong here, though. This isn't a jealousy thing. I'm very secure in my relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know without question that Twilight is just as faithful to me as I am to her. She's actually sitting on the couch next to me reading while I type this.
Well, that's what
I
I think.
You'll find that according to all of these other people on the internet, she hasn't been faithful at all.
Yeah.
She seems to get around.
Well, what he's not divulging is that clearly he has kidnapped some girl and dressed her up like Twilight Sparkle, and she's just kind
Oh,
of tied up.
thank you for making this creepier.
Yeah.
Well, she's very real to me, and I know she's not sneaking out in the middle of the night to go have kinky sex with some famous artist.
Because she's not real.
And I do respect your talent as an artist, and as an artist's creative freedom to draw whatever they want. That's cool.
But don't draw whatever you want.
What bothers me is that in all these birthday images you've been getting, Twilight is always depicted as if she were your sexual plaything, drawn wearing a collar with your name on it, or a speech bubble saying something that would somehow suggest she was your property.
Well, how was that his fault?
She's not your property. She's property of Hasbro Incorporated. Clearly, this is copyright infringement.
Well, you know what,
This letter
Portaxx?
could be entitled, "I'm super easy to fuck with."
Well, you know what, Portaxx? They don't treat her right either.
They treat her like she's their property.
Yeah.
Like she's an IP.
I think if she wants some dom-sub relationship on the side in a polyamorous situation, that he should respect her more and let her do that.
Is that canon? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's canon. I think that was in issue 14.
Shot out of a cannon.
And I know quite well that Twilight Sparkle is not your plaything nor your property. She's my fiancée. So that bugs me a bit. What I find really loathsome, though, is your penchant for degrading my partner in both your art and the fan art you've been receiving.
I want in on that
Government
pension.
shouldn't subsidize that.
Swing and a miss on that word.
Twily is a sweet and fairly vanilla little mare who I treat with the utmost love and respect, and she definitely does not deserve to be portrayed as some kind of sexual slave who likes being dressed up in sleazy attire, wearing a collar, getting sodomized,
Oh, dear.
and having her face ejaculated on.
Oh my! Wow.
So Twilight Sparkle is vanilla.
Yeah.
Can you even have missionary sex with the horse?
I'm sure he's tried. Do you want me to ask him?
She's not into that kind of stuff, and the fact that there's someone out there in the world, such as yourself, who would desire to treat Twilight this way and have his friends support and validate his desires to demean and mistreat my partner by drawing pictures of him doing so really does bother me. I don't take any issue with people having kinky sex, as long as both parties consent to it and enjoy it. But
And
I
exist.
know quite well that my Twily has no desire whatsoever to be treated like that.
I think he needs to communicate with her more. Mm-hmm. I think she's got some unfulfilled desires.
No,
So next year-
I didn't go nowheres.
That's A+ impression. Yes, 100%.
That's what Twilight sounds like, right?
That's
Oh, did we get the real voice actor for this episode? That's amazing.
I'm Twilight Sparkles.
Amazing. Wow.
Lemon brought in Tara Strong and then strangled her to death. That's interesting.
Tara Strong.
Oh.
So next year, when your birthday comes around, keep in mind that Twilight Sparkle isn't just a lifeless cartoon character to objectified for your sexual gratification. She's the partner of someone who loves her very much, and by that time, their wife. So, both myself and Twily would greatly appreciate it if you'd pick someone else to request erotic art of for your birthday. Based on the very large amount of different ponies you draw art of, I imagine there has to be many other ponies you find sexually attractive.
Yeah, you should victimize the slutty pony.
Yeah, really.
I assume you'll probably just dismiss this message as the ramblings of a crazy person and likely ignore it. But if by some chance you do take what I've had to say to heart, well, we'd appreciate it.
So he's like, I don't like you, this is my wife, my fiance, she's going around, but, oh, by the way, if you completely ignore me, there will be no consequences, so, whatever.
I also like that basically every paragraph he goes, this super infuriates me. I don't care, of course, but this makes me, I don't care.
Like, yeah, he's having mood swings like mid-sentence, which is interesting.
Well, she's sitting right beside him. She's trying to sort of moderate his posting.
She's his better
honey,
half.
Calm it down a bit. I think that part's a little aggressive. Maybe you should put in a
She's definitely his better half. Yeah.
So hey, you remember TV tropes?
Yes, I do.
Unfortunately.
Good.
No.
So TV tropes, in addition to giving us sort of that thing, spun off its own site called Fetish Fuel.
Yay!
Which is the people who are too broken and creepy for TV tropes.
Oh, good.
So that's fun, and we're just gonna read some selections from the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic section of Fetish Fuel.
Nice. You know what I like about the internet?
What's that?
Is that people are so eager to tell you about their masturbation habits that they will
Yep.
dedicate a wiki to it.
Well,
This is my
more than
dick
one.
wiki.
People have to know. People have to know.
I want a citation needed for the Fetish Fuel site, actually.
All right. Boots, start us off here.
All right, I get to start
Dicky,
off.
of
Yay!
course.
Rarity in the episode Sweet and Elite passionately kisses Princess Celestia's hooves. And if it was not kinky, if it was kinky not enough. My brain stopped on that sentence for some reason.
Not enough. All right.
If it was kinky not enough, she repeats, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," while doing it.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure that wasn't just a completely innocuous scene. That was...
It was passionately.
No.
Yeah.
You have to read between the lines, Portaxx.
Pump Girl.
The way Rarity psychologically dominates the Diamond Dogs in a dog and pony show does major things for this troper's dominatrix fetish. It takes her about 2 minutes to go from being their prisoner to having them serve at her beck and call with nothing more than her signature bratty charm. That look on her face when they say, "We'll do anything, Miss Rarity," and she just dreamily responds, "Anything?" Says it all.
Do you think that the writers...
About you.
Yeah.
Do you think that the writers, frequently, they'll type, pause, shit.
Yeah,
How are freaks going to interpret this?
Yeah, if I worked on this show, I'm sure people would be like, "Oh man, you're so lucky. That's probably a really fun, cute show to work on." I'd be like, "No, everything I write, I know someone's jerking off to it."
My inbox is a nightmare factory.
Remember that time that pony looked at a thing?
This troper is a literal nightmare fetishist. Evil elder gods with surprisingly sexy voices, what's not to love?
Wait,
So
My
so
Little Pony.
Cthulhu is in
No,
this
I want to
show?
point. Yeah, I want to point out. I have seen the show. I have no fucking clue what they're talking about.
I like that. Your fetish. So this guy writes a bunch of fetish stories about and then she fell asleep and she was in this house, which was the house that she grew up in, but it was weird and different. And then she had to take her SATs and and she wasn't studied for it, and then her teeth fell out.
And she was falling.
And she fell. Yeah.
All right, Jimmy Franks.
Okay, lots of things about ponies in general. For one, their hooves. Good God, those hooves. And the sounds they make when they're walking on hard ground.
Yep.
Hard.
Also wings. Wing boner, anyone?
No,
No.
thank you. I'm full.
And for many, unicorn horns. Not to mention their flanks. The curve of those cutie marks. And their tails. Horse tails are very sensitive.
So you pretty much covered the entire body of the pony.
Cutie marks equals ass tattoos equals hot.
That is not an
that's what the
equivalence
cutie
that I
mark
can
is.
agree
It's that
with.
thing on their butts.
Yes.
This needs to be peer reviewed.
So question, is an
That's
is an
just
ass
math,
tattoo,
idiot.
different than a tramp stamp?
Yeah,
I
I was
need
wondering
proof.
that.
Nuzzling! Nuzzling!
Oh.
Nuzzling!
That idiot just goes to every fucking wiki and just starts posting that.
Nuzzling!
Southeast Florida is a region known for its origins.
Nuzzling! Nuzzling! Citation nuzzling.
I wish the gimmick I'd picked for myself was a little more intricate.
At the end of the episode, mystery on the Friendship Express. Right before the cake is even tasted by Princess Celestia, Pinkie Pie dive bombs into the cake mouth first and consumes the whole thing in one bite, plumping her up in no time at all. A very fanboyish moment for this expansion fetishist troper.
You're also fat and immobile. That's great.
Yay!
It just pisses me off because it's just like this and like the flat fetish, the steamroller thing. It's just like it gets gotten to the point where you can't like cartoonishly exaggerate anything. It's just like, oh, I can't write this fat sheep falling off a cliff because the guy who jerks off to fat sheep falling off a cliff is gonna fucking jerk off to it.
And then talk about how he jerks off to it.
Yeah, and then tell me all about it.
On
They wrote this for me.
fatsheepfallingoffacliff.com.
They must also be fat sheep falling off cliff
was
fetishists.
Tolkien a mud fetishist? He wrote about mud once. Fuck
Bump
off.
For further fat fetish fuel, there's also the photo of Celestia messily eating a hunk of cake in the episode Ponyville Confidential.
So they
Just
can't
in
even
case
eat
you
anything
were
without
looking.
someone beating off to it.
Yeah, well, it falls in line with my Cookie Monster fetish.
Yeah.
Well, Cookie Monster
You know,
isn't eating those
90%
cookies.
of people can eat cake completely neatly.
Well, for my jamming
that's
cookies
the
against
true
the back
irony
of a
is that-
puppet fetish. And the time she swallows an entire cake whole. This troper just about came everywhere.
Whoa!
Just about.
Just about.
They missed a spot in the corner.
How come you never invite me to your birthday party anymore?
Speaking of fat fetishes, does any pony else think Applejack may be a chubby chaser? She offers tons of apple-based foods and desserts to Twilight in both the first and third episodes. She casually stuffs a cupcake in Twilight's mouth during the Canterlot royal wedding. Oh yay. Feederism and shipping all in one.
I really hope Applejack's a chubby chaser, because then maybe I'll have a chance.
Applejack could do way better than this guy, I think.
What makes you think this is a guy?
They're all guys.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Season 3's episode Magic Duel has a plot load of this to the point where you have to wonder if the writers had fetish fuel in mind when they wrote the script.
I'm going to go with no. They didn't.
Seriously, we've got a tyrannical Trixie having every pony
Fuck you.
work for her and even whipping her servants. Age progression / regression spells, tickle torture, and even gender swapping spells. Sweet Celestia.
Nope. I think you attached those values to that yourself.
Yeah, because...
You have to wonder, though, don't
No, I don't
you?
have
You
to wonder at all. I'm very certain
you
of that.
have to.
I wasn't wondering
have
before,
to
I'm not
wonder.
wondering now.
I'm
I'm gonna
wondering.
make you.
I'm wondering about age progression regression spells being a fetish fuel. This is new to me.
Oh, it's...
Yay.
No, that's been around forever. And this age progression thing, this gender swapping thing, didn't even actually happen in the episode. So he's jerking off to someone, tricking someone into thinking that they switched someone's gender.
It's like, hey, you gotta meet
Good
them
enough for
halfway.
me!
I'm sure these people are willing to meet the writers halfway on
Maybe
a
he
lot of
stopped
things.
the episode like halfway through and just said, I'm done. Jerked off so much he passed out.
He
doesn't
came.
remember.
He just about came everywhere.
All right. In the next piece, Portaxx, you are Firefly.
Oh, I'm Lauren Faust.
Yes, you are.
I'm the creator of the show.
Isfahan, you are Yawgmoth Discipline. Disciple. Yawgmoth Disciple.
Okay.
Jimmy Franks, you're Scatahoo. And Boots, you are Cosmion.
Oh, good.
So, I get just a very brief setup is that for a a website interview, Lauren Faust jokingly drew herself as an alicorn that writes scripts and scrolls and that sort of thing in the style
Is
of
an
the show.
alicorn a My Little Pony?
Oh, she used that spell.
And yeah, she used
Flying
the spell.
unicorn.
An alicorn is a half Pegasus, half unicorn thing. There's
Flying
a link to
unicorn.
the picture in the description.
Which
And,
half? It's like, well, it's got the head of a Pegasus and the body of a unicorn. It's just a horse.
Yes. Now that's funny. But on DeviantArt, you can leave comments on their profiles, and so this Cosmian guy decided to talk to the creator of the show directly. About it.
Oh, that's it's always good to have like proper interaction with your fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always
The
good
age
to
of
hear from
social
them,
media.
right?
That's
So
nice.
Yeah, and I'm first. I get to go first. Out of my way, I'm going first question.
All right, go ahead.
Miss Faust, I would say everyone is making sexy fan art of your OC pony right now. I also hope your project goes well.
People are drawing your OC pony like in sexy poses. Also, I hope your project's going good.
I want to come in your eye holes. How's the weather?
I can't wait to see your next project so I can draw fuck pics of it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that this woman has a Twitter. You'd think she would sign up for an account, get tweeted a bunch, and then be like, "Fuck this,
Oh,
no."
the link goes to her DeviantArt.
Yeah, but she has a Twitter.
Oh, okay.
she has a DA. Oh God.
So, yes, I'm Lauren Faust, and gotta admit, that kind of gives me the creeps. I'd rather not know about it.
And I'm gonna guess Q like 4 dozen other people telling her more about it. But anyway.
Yes, but I'd rather you know about it, so I win.
My name is Yawgmoth Disciple. Out of sheer
Good,
curiosity.
Good. Yawgmoth needs some followers.
Yawgmoth Disciple. Out of sheer curiosity, do you think the community actually owes you an apology? So many of them seem to think you're going to smite everyone or something. I mean,
Really? Wait, do you think that she has, like, the powers of Odin?
Yeah, she's a god.
He probably does.
She's a
Think
girl
that.
on the internet who draws cartoons. She's basically all-powerful.
I mean, even when it is stuff you'd rather not know about, is it really so bad that people are doing it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is more homage than anything, even if it is quote-unquote creepy.
No.
Personally, I would be proud that people from all walks of life and interests liked me and something that I created so much. That
I super like Deadwood. I think it's a fucking terrific show, and I have never stuck a thumb in my ass thinking about Tom Nuttall. Just haven't. Like, just
Then can you
not.
really call yourself a true fan?
Yeah, you're not a
You're fucking
You're not a-
casual, you know that, right?
Deadwood-oni. Asshole.
I'm Scooter Who.
Scooter who?
Scooter who?
Hey, Lauren, think of it as a twisted compliment. You're now a popular enough individual to fall under Rule 34. Most people can't claim that.
Jesus.
I'm feeling jealous.
Shouldn't be. Your perspective is terrible.
You made a thing that we can ruin. Congratulations.
That said, I can fully understand being creeped out. At least it's you as a pony and not the real you.
Fuck off!
Yeah, that
Fuck
makes it all
off!
better.
I mean, we got those too, but we don't put them on the
It's
internet.
I fucking hate that shit whenever people do that. They say, oh, you just posted a picture of yourself or you drew a thing and you put it on the internet, and then we get to tell you about how we masturbate to it, no matter what your motivation was. And if you don't like it, then it's clearly you're the one who's fucked up,
Yeah,
not
you're
me.
big stick in
Portaxx,
the mud.
of course, not
Jerks off to
talking from a
cartoon
point
animals
of
and tells you all
experience.
about it.
I can tell that this is a completely foreign concept to you.
I also like how the guy's saying, like, well, no, listen, it's not that bad. We're jerking off to animals, not like a person.
Yeah.
That makes
That
it
might
okay,
be the icing
right?
on the cake.
All right, what's up, Cosmion?
Yeah, so this is on Cosmion's. This was on Cosmion's personal DeviantArt blog. So this is on his own journal, essentially.
Okay. You win. In case you didn't know what's the cause. Okay. A couple hours later, I've been blocked, and I then can't make any comments.
Why?
You guys happy now?
Yes.
Happy to see me becoming miserable and burning at the stake?
Becoming.
Yeah. Happy that
Cosmion
you
apparently
protected-
put on a second bit of headgear for his orthodontic work.
That's his angry retainer.
Are you,
Retainer.
are you happy that you protected someone from me? Happy that I deserve this? Yeah.
Happy that I deserve this.
You do deserve this. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Because you guys are such complete jerks. And this is proof why I got blocked. You happy now? Now I can't commit suicide.
Yay!
Good. Fucking
Oh,
die.
no, I can.
Now I can commit suicide. Oh, yeah, I got confused there. Suicide and go
thought you
fucking
did say
hell.
can. I couldn't
Thanks
tell.
to this. I just want to cry so bad, but I can't. I'm too mad with all this shit coming through me. All because of one stupid comment. That's it. That's fucking it. Rejoice if you want on my loss.
Hooray!
Good.
Yay!
If I had one of those...
Goes to a dark corner and dies.
Vuvuzela.
Good. Fucking
Oh,
die.
you're dead.
Roll him up in a
Oh,
carpet.
good, you're dead. Yay! Well, Cosmion's dead, so I guess we can just move on to...
Actually,
Right.
all this is
Well,
just
go,
over
Jen.
being blocked.
Wait, what the fuck is that?
She's not gonna
Who are
forgive
you?
me. She's not gonna forgive me ever.
God damn it. I thought you were dead.
Especially on what happened today.
Good.
I feel so sad right now. And I want to cry all over for real. And I did. Because it was very depressing. It's all my fault, yes. Getting blocked. It's like I got hit by lightning. Meant to punish me. And it hurts so bad. You know how depressing it is?
Oh, my heart
No, I
fucking
gotta do it. You
bleeds
gotta
for
tell
you. Fucker.
And I'm not going to do a second account just to forgive her.
For what?
Wait, what?
Forgive her for what?
I'd also
For
like...
having a human reaction?
I'd also
You
like to
talking
point
to her
out...
about your dick?
I'd also like to point out that he said it hit him like a bolt of lightning, and that ties in nicely with Yawgmoth Disciple saying, "So many of people seem to think you're going to smite them or something."
Yeah, maybe she does have powers.
Yeah.
She hit him with a bolt
She
of
I think
lightning.
it's smoted.
I want to use this account to say sorry for her. For real. But I can't.
Fucking...
So
Hey, I really creeped out.
solution here is to unblock me? So that I can say sorry. Oh, by the way, here's more sex pics.
Yeah. I really creeped out this girl.
Thanks for opening the door.
Isn't anyone gonna, like, cry for me? I mean, what about my feelings?
Yeah, I got blocked.
Yeah, you think you've had a rough day.
Who's gonna apologize for the creepy?
Yeah.
My right to victimize others cannot be infringed. All right, so this piece is from fimfiction.net. The header image is, well, it's random, but I did get two ponies that are just hugging. They're just sort of enjoying the peace and solitude that the internet affords, which is very nice. So this is a story called My Little Dashie. It was written by Rob Cake Ran 53rd.
A long line in the proud bloodline of...
And
The Boston Cake
it was edited by Sir Peppermint Jam.
Oh, I loved his last album.
There's a real pedigree on this.
It's royalty, man. You don't know.
It's Sir Peppermint Jam's disgusting deviant art account.
Oh, did you see he was on the cover of Source? Oh, man.
All right, so this is a very fucking long story. So Jimmy Franks, just take an excerpt, please.
All right. She considers me her daddy. And quite frankly, I consider her my daughter. Even though we are of a totally different species, I still love her with all my heart.
Sure, okay, fine, that's fine.
And it has taken her to speak those words to me to finally realize that. I think I've finally done it. I've broken my hard shell that had formed when my parents died.
Ding, ding, ding,
I've
ding.
let a sweet little filly into my life.
No, an actual filly, guys.
Sweet little. Oh, right.
An actual
Philly.
Yeah,
horse,
an
an
actual
actual
pony, yeah.
real fake cartoon horse. I gave her a home to live in, food to eat, and now a daddy to love.
Okay.
She's given me hope, love, compassion, and now something I thought I'd never utter. A daughter.
Okay, so you have a love for a fake creature, but it's paternal, so
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't get blurry, and I'm sure it won't, so good.
There is a point in every parent's life when they have to let their child go. Whether it be for the better or for the worst, it must happen at some point.
That's how that phrase works.
No.
That's cool.
Better or the worse.
Never in the years we've lived there had anyone knocked at the door. No, we hadn't even made arrangements if someone did show up. I simply told her to go to her room while I took care of it. Once I heard the door shut, calmly and collectively, I asked who it was knocking, expecting some stranger, possibly lost on his or her travels. A female voice spoke in such an elegant yet attention-grabbing tone. I felt myself listening to her with the uttermost attention.
Oh, with that attention-grabbing tone.
You know?
The uttermost attention.
It's like
As
the
though
utmost
to
attention,
illustrate
but
the
more-
attention-grabbingness of her tone, I listened to her with
It's-
attention.
Uttermost is more utmost.
Yes, it's the
Yeah,
uttermost.
That makes sense, yeah.
Uttermostest.
The most utmost, or utter. She asked if she may come in, a question I'd normally refuse within a heartbeat, and yet something about her voice was reminiscent. I couldn't help but walk over and open the door. When I first saw the figure standing on my porch, I wasn't sure if I was dreaming or hallucinating. Standing there was the radiant and majestic Princess Celestia.
I'm quite surprised.
Celestia began.
I had expected a little more resistance to us entering.
Wait, are you a Mongol?
I don't know.
Well, it seems like Celestia is more is on our side here because she's just like, aren't you kind of fucking freaked out that there's cartoon horses talking to you?
Why, I know who you all are.
Celestia nodded.
Ah, so you do know then.
Well, he just told you. That you are fictional characters from a children's TV show, then yes.
Yeah, children's TV show. Yeah, right. Huh.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
If I point it out, then you're not allowed to tell me how weird it is. Otherwise, why you are all here, I have no clue.
The last part I lied, hoping to keep my mind at ease. I knew the reason, but I wanted to ignore it.
Oh, I think you do know.
My heart fell into the pits of my stomach.
All of them.
I did know.
Many
I did
bits.
know, and she was straight to the point about it. During all these years, I'd anticipated this moment, but as time drug on, that thought slowly dispelled until it was nothing more than just a minor nip in my mind. That's what.
A nip in your
It's a nip in my mind.
It's a mind nip.
A minor nip in my mind.
mind nip.
That's when it always happens, you know, when everything is finally perfect and you don't have to worry anymore.
Ding, ding, ding,
I'd
ding.
given up holding back my tears, and at this point was openly crying.
Jesus Christ.
The ponies could tell I was hurting, and Dashy didn't look to be faring too well either.
Oh, good, a pack mule for all my baggage!
So, figuring it wasn't good to prolong the inevitable, I walked over to the chair Dashy sat in.
Because
knelt down to
horses sit
feed-
in chairs.
Cartoon horses sit in chairs in the human world or whatever the fuck is happening in this story.
Knelt down to meet her eye level as I spoke.
Dashy, my little Dashy, I love you with all my heart. You have done wonders to open me up from the man I once was.
I had to pause a moment to settle down.
You have brought me so much joy in my life that I can't possibly thank you for.
I hope this has a happy ending. Where everyone
this
gets
point-
ptomaine poisoning and dies.
At this point, Dashy, too, had begun to cry. That only made it worse for me.
Do I have to go? Daddy?
.com.
Your Rainbow Dash and your Twilight sound remarkably similar.
Thanks.
No problem.
It remained quiet for a few more minutes as we held each other tight. She didn't fight back or want to resist what was happening. She told me that she knew as well what must be done.
I love you, Daddy.
And I love you
That's
too,
somehow
my
the
little
creepiest
Dashy.
thing that's been in this episode.
Welcome. That's happening in your ears right now.
Oh,
Love you,
God.
Daddy.
Can we get one of the fans to dub over an episode of My Little Pony? Fucking
Hi. actually an experience, but curious.
Oh, God. What? What the fuck are you doing to me?
Youth bunker, My Little Pony. Really?
Jesus on a cracker. Keep going.
Then I opened up a piece of paper. I picked it up and immediately recognized the handwriting. Or more correct, mouth writing. I speculated this is what she had written down before she left.
Dad, for 15 years you took care of me.
Oh, God.
For 15 years you loved me, played with me, and made sure I enjoyed
This is all Portaxx's fault. Portaxx did all of this to you. Portaxx, like, put together this document. I was like, I don't know. Portaxx was like, nope, I bet the person listening right now wants to hear this.
Yes.
And isn't jerking off.
It's
I
fine.
swear,
We're fine.
honest and forever.
And if
I
you're
said,
jerking out to this, come to Ballpad. BALLP. Wait, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't come to that site doesn't
Oh, God,
exist.
oh, God, oh, God.
Fuck away.
Cosmion's already paid the $10. He's coming.
Damn it.
Hi, Cosmion. I'm not a mayor of many words, but even though I told you this in person, I felt you needed a written version of it so you will know it was all real. I love you, Daddy. You helped shape me into the mayor I am now.
Portaxx. It's all Portaxx. Portaxx did this.
I'm not sure what is going to happen, if I will remember any of this or not, but I want you to know that you did a darn good job of raising me, even if I was a bit stubborn at times and short with you during others. With Celestia's permission, I hope to allow you to keep our photos, our memories, with you so that you will never forget. Again, I love you and thank you. Your little daughter always. Your little Dashie forever. Rainbow Dash.
Thanks, Portaxx.
Yeah, no problem. I said if I were to come back, only the most disgusting, soul-crushing material would do.
Fuck!
Wait, actually, Lemon, there's something I need to tell you about this story. It's that, Bronies consider My Little Dashie to be the most heart-wrenching, wonderful, beautiful, fan fiction ever written.
So nice.
They figure that if you read this story and you don't cry, there's something wrong with you. Now, mind you, they're right. Just not in the way they're thinking. But yes.
I hate it.
Am I kicked out?
Yeah, get out.
Back into the box.
Fired.
Yeah, back into the Portaxx box.
Back in the void.
Back into the box where Rainbow Dashie was found.
Oh, God, no!
Oh, no. Got a sequel on our hands.
Oh, now I got a roommate.
Coming this fall on Fox.
I was thinking a second creepy guy would walk by and be like, "Oh, there's a Portaxx in this box."
She's a ridiculous. She's a pony.
Dashie, you stay on your side of the apartment.
Getting out the masking tape.
So there you are, my dad, a statue oh so cold, so dead. You tore the world apart.
And there we go. Around about an hour of that, whatever that is.
Ponies!
Isfahan. Yeah.
That was
What did you
cleared,
learn this
cleared
week?
things up for me.
What did you learn this week, Isfahan?
I learned what this generation's latest incarnation of fan obsession is. And it's My Little Pony.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, it's like there's nothing that people talk about with more like starstruck weirdness. It's weird. It's really weird.
It takes their breath away. For those of you who are a little bit younger, this is not new. About 10 years ago, it was, Invader Zim?
Yeah, sure. Totally.
And 20 years ago, it was Tiny Toon Adventures.
Really? I don't remember that about Tiny Toon Adventures, but I'll take your word
You
for it.
will.
Well,
Someday.
what I remember about Tiny Toon Adventures is that Tress MacNeille, the voice actress for Babs Bunny, got stalked by an obsessed furry fan. And this is not something the Bronies have spearheaded, really. They've kind of refined it, and they've added new creative, crazy bits to it. but at its core, it's just the wheel turning around.
Yeah, I remember actually talking to... Oh, I don't know if he wants to have his name used, but I was talking to somebody, and he was mentioning to me that he was glad that he never watched My Little Pony when it first went on television, because he was like, when Powerpuff Girls was sort of amping up, like I was like, this is a good show, and I watched Powerpuff Girls. And he was like, man, I'm really glad I never did it with My Little Pony, because like I think that like it would have probably changed me, and think like things would have gone like very poorly.
There, but for the grace of God, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Portaxx, what did you learn today?
I learned something from this, and from actually a bunch of the episodes that we've done.
Okay.
That, I like cartoons.
You do.
And I even like the Pony cartoon. That's not what I learned, but I like cartoons. Despite the fact that I like cartoons, it is a bad idea to associate with very toxic and bizarre people just because you like the same nerd crap. Like, as fan communities get bigger, they get more permissive, and crazy just builds on top of crazy, and then, someday you go from, I like watching Supernatural to, Jared is a cat person and Jensen is a dog person and they rape werewolves and get pregnant, and that type of shit.
Yeah, it gets hotter.
Yeah, so, if you're so entrenched in this internet shit that you only associate with, like, dragon dildo fanatics and multiples and shit, then you need to stop.
Yeah.
Because one of these days you're going to lose all perspective, and you're going to approach your favorite musician and say, I love all your albums, and, I'm going to list all the various and sundry trinkets that I shove up my vagina, and you inspired it in me.
And only after their horrified look does it occur to you, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, and the second thing is that if you hang around people that act like that, and you don't want to be associated with trinket vagina, then you need to call them out and distance yourself from them, because that is a mark that will stay with you forever.
I think that's actually like a larger point that should be made a little bit more often, is that like in these subcultures, it can't be hey, we're all in the same family. No, like you can't let that happen. Like you
have to draw some lines.
You need to self-police. It's like mosh pits, right? Like mosh pits, right? There's a bunch of guys, and they're all kind of like running around and smashing into each other because that's what they think is fun. And then there's the guy that like walks around in circles and starts hitting people, and he gets his ass kicked because he's making it difficult for the other guys to bash into each other.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And so if you said, "Oh, but if I told that guy to stop running into people, then that would just make me a horrible bully."
Yeah.
Well, then that's going to give the next person the courage to start running into people, and then it just turns into a brawl.
Yeah. Also, just before we close out, to everyone over the past, 2 years who've been asking for a Brony episode, we did try to do one about a year ago, but our material wasn't very substantial or varied, so it kind of fizzled. I also tried to coordinate a Brony interview episode of a regular, and that didn't materialize either because of schedule problems, and I couldn't find a prominent fanfic writer to go with my artist and composer, so yeah, that's why it's taken so long.
Alright, that's enough of our proselytizing. The website is always thefpl.us, and our community is Ball Pits.
And also, if you go to Ball Pit, I'm just going to nip this in the bud right now, I already know that not everyone who watches the show acts like this, so you don't have to tell me that. I already know.
Yeah, we don't need the holy war.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Night.
Oh, my abomination.
I missed you, Daddy.
By Portaxx?
Portaxx?
Well, can she explain this?
I don't know. Is she here?
Wow, this is terrible vaudeville. Portaxx!
Yeah,
oh my God!
What?
No.
What the fuck are you guys doing here?
No, you be quiet again.
You tried forcing the tulpa.
That didn't work at all.
Nope. So much for the idea of not planning anything.
Well, Lemon,
that always works.
Lemon, you did call it.
Had suggested planning stuff. If only someone had asked about sharing the doc beforehand. You guys are morons. Anyway, I'm going to disappear now. You guys sort out your little skit there.
Goodbye.